There we go. Hello. Good evening, everyone. Hope y'all are doing good today. Welcome in. And thanks for swinging by. Welcome back to more From Depth. Yes. We're doing more From the Depths. Hello. Yeah. My brain's not really on today. But, yeah, we're back. We're gonna be working on that platform gun that we started yesterday some more. So we're gonna get on right into that. So let's go ahead and start out by getting rid of this thing. And let's go ahead and load in... I did save it, right? Phase 2 Mark 1, yep. Fantastic. Okay, so we have our Phase 2 Mark 1 platform gun. So for those of you who weren't here yesterday, we started working on this thing. It is a kind of two-phase base kind of thing. It starts out like this. Just a tiny little basic base of a thing just to start getting resources. It only costs 2,164 materials to make something really cheap, something really easy. And then once it's going, once it's gotten a decent bit of materials stored up, we upgrade it to this thing, which has a lot more to it. I'm probably going to add more material storage somewhere just because I realize now I haven't actually fucking done that. Let's, in here maybe? Yeah, in here. I'll do them in here. Maybe? I don't know. Resources. Okay, we'll do something like this. It doesn't fit by a long shot in here. Let me think here. Where do I want to build onto it? I think, back here will do. I don't know, actually. I don't really know where I'm gonna toss this into. Maybe I'll do it down here. Maybe I'll do it here somewhere. Yeah, somewhere like this, just to increase our material storage a good bit further. Be right back. I've been brought food, it looks and smells really good. But, yeah, so today our focus is gonna be on, just making some improvements to the design, and finishing the gun is going to be what I aim for here. I'm also going to go ahead and just do this. I'll probably have some extra stuff protecting that, or I'll just have that sit really low in the water or something. I don't know. I'll probably have just defenses on that. Just board it up with a bunch of extra strength stuff. I think it's also about time that I slap on some extra ones of these. Because I think we were kind of getting a bit close to our limit here. Especially with how much more we still have to go to build. So, I'll probably do for now at least. Yeah, so we have this going in here. I think I saw one of these was highlighted in orange. At least one of them looked unhappy. I'm not sure why. Yeah, these ones. But it's actually fine. Weird. Yeah, so we have this gun. It has really stupid damage, which I can go into the ammo here. This thing has 20,000 explosive damage with a combined 3,183,000 kinetic damage plus times AP. Its biggest drawback is the fact that it takes so long to load. But it has a bunch of ammo that it stores. So let's see, it has... How many shells are available? Yeah, 95 total shells it can stock up to. So it's got a lot of ammo. It rotates really fast still. It's got up and down rotation. I only just kind of started figuring out how to limit it so it can't just, look stupid and go down through itself and all. I'll probably do something like this. I'll probably actually raise this up a bit. I'm gonna real quick. Yeah, let's go ahead. Save sub-object here. Save the sub-object I'm currently working on. Platform gun Mark 1. There we go. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and just get rid of that. Because we need to just improve the overall size of the, or not size, height of the gun here. Yo. Actually, here, hold on. So this thing is, how long? 7? Hey, Chosen Fan, welcome back. Good to see you again. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for doing by. And Squire, welcome in as well. Hope you both are doing well. Hello. Welcome back. We're continuing to work on our funny little gun here. There we go. Yo, let's see here. We'll do a little taller here. We'll do... Yeah, just a little nice platform here, just to raise the gun's elevation, or, not elevation, height. Or I guess elevation would work there, whatever. No, that's not the point. The point is... I need to make sure that it faces the right way. Which is that way. We face the gun in front. I hit a bunch of wrong buttons on my keyboard. There we go. That's rotating properly. And now, this will work a lot better. Let me see here. So, we got... So, actually, hold on. I just thought about this. So, I don't know how long the barrel is. And I'll make it about the same length. But what if here, right? Instead of this, if I do an elevation mantlet here instead of an omni one, since it already can go full 360 all around. Right? If I do that, I think that still works, even if it's stupid. Oh, did I forget to... Oops. That one's me. Welcome in, Neku. My bad. I forgot to turn on Bikubot today. That's my B. Sorry. That one's on me. Et toble, as they
Bobs
say.
get upgraded for world domination.
No, Bob only gets upgraded once I come into it, or encounter a threat that kicks his ass. There we go. We've got now a bore evacuator plus the muzzle brake again. Okay, I think I made the barrel longer. Yeah, the barrel's definitely longer. Have I joined the FTD Discord yet? No, I haven't gotten around to do it yet. So, wonderfully enough, it didn't delete the rails when I deleted the barrel. I thought it would, but hey. Yeah, now... when it's AI controlled, it has a far higher elevation that it can aim at. And when it's combined with the elevation that the turret has itself, that'll be able to aim really high. I'm ordered by law to do so now. Well, I'm an adventurer. I don't always work with the law, so, Lamal, fuck that. As they say. Anyways, Whoop. Gun got a little confused there. Wait, is that what happens every time I aim it behind? Yeah, okay, that's fine, though. But if I just... Yeah, it only gets upset whenever I do it too fast, but that's fine. That won't really happen in practice. Or in actual, like, practical usage of this thing. Alright, let me take a little bite of food here. My stomach's feels a little better. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that's good. Holy shit. Oh my fucking god, that's good. My brother made some dinner tonight. And holy fuck, it's good. I took my first bite of it and just, oh, Goddamn. So, alright. It's got a bite taken out of it, but yeah. I'll go ahead and pull that up on Discord, or not Discord, well, I guess kind of technically Discord. I'll DM myself the message, or the image, and then I'll show it to you all on stream. Because I have a source specifically set up just for this. Now where is... There it is. There we go. Dimner is some delicious, I believe he made the, it's filet mahi mahi, which is a good fish, very tasty fish. And yeah, it's very good. It's a little zoomed in here, hold on, let me, how's it, control, click, yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I already taken a bite out of it, it's very tasty, very good. I like fish. It's very good. Of course, it's store-bought, not actually fresh caught. God, I wish I was fresh caught. Hey, salmon's good too. I hope one day I get to fresh catch and have something like mahi or salmon. But those are a bit far for me. So I unfortunately don't think that will be happening for me for a while. I will have to settle for trout. I'm in America. I won't go any more specific with my location than, like, East Coast. But I live in America. It's just decently far away for some of those more exotic kind of fish like mahi. I guess mahi isn't really that exotic, it's just not nearby for me. Oh, Sweden here? Gotcha. A lot of European people enjoy this game, it seems. I have a lot of people who've come in and are from different parts of Europe. I wonder if it's the naval warfare. I feel like that's probably what it is. Alright, let's see here. So how fast can this thing shoot now? We got 16.5 from ammo intake limits. Okay. What if I slap on some more fucking autoloaders? Gotcha, yeah. And probably, I'd imagine it's probably the naval warfare aspect of it. That used to happen a lot from my rather limited knowledge of history. Let's see here. So there we go. Let's give it a 17 rounds per minute. I think that officially fires faster than the Mark II Bob's railgun. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's faster now by 2 rounds a second. Or 2 rounds a minute. Let's see here. Yeah, it's just a little under 2 rounds a second faster. That's awesome. Shoot a Marauder? Maybe I'll shoot a Marauder. Let me set God mode to my platforms here. Let's see. Marauder is one of these dudes, right? Yeah, hello Marauder. The explosion's so powerful it knocks it out of the fucking water. That's funny. It pops it up slightly every time it explodes. Hey, Necro, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Thanks. Goodbye. Hello. Alright. I think I'm happy with a 17 round a minute gun like this. Let me see here real quick. Do we have fast enough rail charge? Yes. Do we have fast enough recoil absorption? We are 50 recoil absorption short. What a bitch. Yeah, I can't wait for Roar to have to witness this. I want to make his eyes bleed more. Nice. I feel like I could do to make the back of this thing longer, just make it shoot faster. That would be a horrible idea, because I'm running out of spots I can cram recoil absorption into. But also, I really want to make this thing shoot faster. Two guns? Nah. If I have two guns, then I have the issue of it starting to fucking collide with the other and all. Let's see here. Plus, that would make the platform even more unreasonably large than it already is. And I don't want to do that to myself. Alright, I can work with this spot. I can make use of this. Hold on. Rustin saith that the Marauders, the superior combat vessel, is the reason it has never been outdone, replaced or redone, because it cannot be improved. Sure. I can't fucking see. There we go.
Ah yes. Another stream today. Another night of ruined sleep for said stream. Good prize.
You better not be ruining your sleep for my dumb ass. You better be taking care of yourself now. I don't condone the ruining of sleep for my stupid ass insanity streams. We do not condone that here. Get sleep. Unless you don't have any proper responsibilities to take care of that allow it for you to do long open or long like staying up at nights. Playing away from midnight here. I see. I guess also I don't really have much room to talk considering how late I sometimes stay up. I don't stay up that late anymore. Like I used to stay up pretty fucking late. And I'm not sorry. Intakes. So this brings us up to 22 rounds a minute. But if I have that fire rate, how bad is our rail usage? It is now 54,000, so 10,000 more on both of them. Which means I'm gonna, well, the rails are gonna be pretty easy, because all I gotta do is just like, just bring those all the way back here. And that should be more than enough. It's just doing that. Yeah, we're actually already over the capacity that it needed before, but I'm going to go all the way with it, because why the hell not? Let's see here. I feel like I could do to have... Yeah, here. You know what? Here. No, I'll do this. Then what I'll do with this, you wanna know what I'm gonna do with this, chat? You wanna know what I'm gonna do with this? I'm gonna spam down a bunch of recoil absorber rates. Down this entire length. There we go. Now we have nowhere near enough recoil absorption still. Fancy that. Bam. Bam, alright. We're looking at... We're getting closer to it. To the amount we need to absorb recoil. We're getting closer. We're only 2,000 off now, and I think I can fit some here. Yeah, apparently those gauge increases. I mean, can they go anywhere? No. It has to be on a gauge increaser or cooler. Been awake for 30 hours. Why are you still awake then, Necro? It shouldn't be a myth. You should be getting sleep. I feel like that's pretty unhealthy of you there. You almost have the recoil fixed. No, oh, wait, hang on. There we go. Recoil fixed. Rail capacity, rail charge fixed. Sleep is for the responsible, I think you mean. Alright, so we have 21.4, so we'll do 21 rounds a minute. Just significantly faster than my, How fast is it willing to shoot, I wonder? So, let's see here. As fast as it can charge, it seems. Okay, well, we'll do 21 rounds a minute. Okay. Let's, I am displeased with what you are saying right now. Alright, let's take a look here at the stats. Okay, it pretty much just waits until the railgun's fully charged, it seems. Yeah. So I think charging the railgun more might allow it to access its full rate of fire. But, again, same issue here. Wait, actually, hold on. I have some more spots I can slap some railgun charges, I think. Yeah. There we go. That should allow it to fire full speed. I do not know Swedish, unfortunately. The closest thing I know is a very rusty German. Very rusty German, at that. It has been a good few years since I last studied German. The first word and the numbers. I know 10 to 12. And, I believe nay is no, if that's even how it's pronounced. But I'm pretty sure I only know nay because, there's a YouTuber I watch who I believe is Swedish, and that's the word for no, I believe. Yeah, look at how much armor this thing blasts off of it. Nice. I really gotta design an aim point system for this. Let's see, how many shells do you have left? Okay, so it can run out of ammo during a battle. Maybe. I know, I'd have to keep an eye on that. But it is looking, oh my god, look at that accuracy, look at that accuracy is only 0.18. Ooh, nice. Very nice. Makes me very happy, yes. Yeah, I've got to give it a name point system, though. So, I will go ahead, let's see here. Oh. Right here, I think I'll give it the AI core, around the base. Let's see here, we'll give... I think I'm able to do this, so we'll do... this. I'll hide the transmitter in here, just because it'll be out of the way. Yep, so that built correctly. Alright. And now, I build a couple thingies. Here, we'll do that to start. I need some card slots, which I will put here. I didn't place them correctly. There we go. I'll do that. Oh my god, it's fucking dying. Alright, so let's see here. First things first. Behaviors and expansions. Target prioritization. Aim point selection.
Kill them with the power of friendship in this Iowa-class battleship.
Hey, Mike, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 19 months. Thank you so much for all your support, buddy. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for goodbye, though. Appreciate ya. Selection, target prioritization. Thank you, though, so much. Really appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for swinging by, though, Mike. Don't need a plug-and-play card. I probably don't need that, then. I don't think I need to run any previous or additional routines. I don't need a failsafe.
Read me text greater than.
Read text. Fun fact. Yeah, sorry. Fun fact: Swedish, Nordic, and Danish languages can all understand each other quite well. Honestly, I have been noticing that. Like, I can actually some words in other languages I can kind of roughly guess at because of similarities between German and other languages of the area. It's like, oh, that word kind of looks like this, and it'll be like, oh, I kind of was right. Like, there's some, like, kind of crossovers in the languages, just because that's just kind of how it works. That's kind of how languages worked. I can offend your entire everyone who speaks Swedish, yeah. Give me some with a few less of the, special character. The one that's got the A's around, or the things about the A's. I'm not sure what that character means. I know there's special symbols like that, like in German has the umlauts over the U's, and other vowels. I think other vowels sometimes have them. Yeah, I'm not familiar enough to be able to even attempt that. With those characters at least, but I can try. Okay, time to put down a bunch of extra processing power on this bad boy. Is there like a card for like it telling it like, hey, this is a fortress? Is there anything for that? Or does it just not get a maneuver card, or does it not have like any card to fill that slot or something? Doesn't look like there's anything in there. Not really a thing. Fair enough. Okay, that's fine then. Alright, then I'll just toss in another GPP there. We have 41 processing power. Swedish, use the same kind of characters in English, just add that And oh, A kind of sounds like O is a little higher. It's like A. Gotcha. Okay, yeah, no, the second one, I believe that's kind of like this similar to the umlauts in German, so I think I could probably do those. Can I slot that in there? Oh shit, I can. Nice. Alright, so I've got a nice little layout thing here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the, there we go, aim point selection, max time for changing blocks. Let's go ahead and do that. Target clusters. There we go. Try to target blocks above water. Aim point. Now let's do the target prioritization. Let's see here. Viper AI, Viper block. I guess I'll probably just have it focus the highest damage thing. Yeah, I'll have it do something like that. That'll be good. Send me a random question, Shredden. You seen Nate around recently? He's going through and canceling some old Twitch subs. No, he hasn't streamed over here. He's been around, he just hasn't been streaming. I think he's been really busy with just life. He's had a lot going on. But he still is very active in his one of his servers that he's in. Or that he has. I've talked to him a bunch. He's still kicking, don't worry. God, I love this gun. Can't wait to build the outside of it and lose my shit over that. Gonna try to talk Swedish. Well, give me a new sentence. I can't just fucking think of words to say in a language I don't know. You gotta give me some new words. Okay. Preferably something basic. This gun is fucking brutal. I love it. Just knocks so much shit out of the enemy. A Dutch? Honestly, I feel like I've seen Dutch before. I'm not sure. I don't know, I'd have to look at some of it to be able to figure it out. Like, I'm no linguistics expert or anything, it's just... I'm somewhat familiar with kind of like Germanic languages just because of my studies of German from a while ago, and it's not even that I'm familiar with them, it's just that I can recognize patterns. Or, I'm familiar with some of the patterns. I'm also trying to get this gun I'm trying to become more familiar with just the way this gun should work. Where do you want to shoot? That's not a clock. Why are you shooting at the outside? Why is that your target? Where are you aiming? What are you aiming at? It's like aiming at that. Yeah. What the fuck? It was aiming at that. What the fuck? Bruh. I feel like it would almost probably be better to have this thing target heat sources. I feel like that would get it to better...
Funkast Venska med Bob. Testar furat detar relict.
How bad was that? Bob has attempted other languages before. Sometimes he doesn't even try. Nope. Gotcha. I wonder... I should probably try to have this thing target heat signatures, maybe? Did not work, I see. Okay, that just full whiffed. Let me see here. How's the gun statistics doing? You still... yeah, good recoil. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I might give heat targeting a chance. Just because that is unacceptable to what it's targeting there. Like, I did set you to clusters, right? I did say that, right? Yeah, clusters of blocks. Wait. Chat. Hang on, I can do this even better. Chat. This is all the gun can see. This is all the gun can see. Is like this. I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, that's importance of having other aim point system or detection systems on other parts of the ship. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this thing real quick. There we go. Down it goes. All right. No, another. No, I don't know that person. Okay. Yeah, no, didn't think about that positioning too well, huh? Why did I place it like that? Am I stupid? Don't answer that question. Okay, let's set up a better position here for the aiming. I deleted that and the game had a stroke.
Put detection nodes around a ship and use the wireless transmitters. That helps.
Yeah, I know. This was just a big silly moment, you know? So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this, because this is all going to be deep within the gun's, like, armor and protection. So, we're gonna do this. Give it a nice, big ol' powerful, AI detection, or, fucking vision system, if I rotate it the right way. There we go. Like that. Because this will be really deep inside of the ship's, or the gun. So, it being on top like this won't hurt it. It'll have the really good accuracy one. The really wide one, yeah. And we'll spawn another hobgoblin just to make sure it's going to be able to aim at the middle of the ship instead of the complete outside of it. And it's already doing way better. Even though it's kind of missing right now because the hobgoblin is kind of stabilizing its flight right now. It's shooting stairs. Do I have sound reduction on? Yes, I do. It is shooting the fucking stairs. At this point, I'm convinced the cluster thing just doesn't really work. I'm gonna fucking go to heat signature detection. I'm gonna see if that works. I'm gonna see if some IR detection will work a little better. I put it like this. And now I just gotta do that because this still has, this autoloader still has a thing. There we go, yeah, so now I've just gotta, how do I set the targeting for this? Is it aim point? I think it's aim point. Yeah, aim point, target hot blocks. Let's see if this fixes things up a bit. Would that be warm? Hang on a second. What is happening? You're like not. What? It feels like it's still not using the right targeting here. It feels like it's not targeting heat areas. It's shooting like these edges still. Like, I know that's a gun, but like... Okay, now it just shot at a I think it missed the gun, actually. Where? There we go. No, that can't be it. That can't be working. No, there's no way that's working. I mean, the camera's working. I set it to the aim at heat, yeah, target hot blocks. Okay, hold on. Target prioritization. That doesn't really. Why are you being stupid? You can see it's an IR camera. It can. Is there a different detection system needed? I've never tried doing IR before. I don't know. Do I need something else? IR trackers? I mean, yeah, I have an IR camera. Are you talking something else? Cause yeah, I just slapped this on. It's working. IR camera, gimbal tracker. Okay. I have an idea. Can I... What? What? What is happening? What is happening? Why is my mouse not following me? What? What? Why is my mouse not following it? What is happening? What? What? The keyboard's working, but what? 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 Hello, game? What? All right. Cool. Guess I gotta restart the fucking thing. All right. Up. Hey, Toasty. Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. Hi, welcome. You're coming in at a little bit of a technical difficulties moment here, but hi, welcome in. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid, Toasty. How was your stream? What were you up to? Welcome in, though. How was your stream? What were you up to? And welcome in, Raiders. Hello. For those who don't know me, my name is Strum, Protect Adventure VTuber, who is losing his fucking mind over this game. Hi. How you doing? Can I build? Okay, it's following my camera now. Cool. Alright, welcome in. We're building a silly little platform gun here. My shit's on fire. What? Oh, it's too high. Hold on. I spawned it too high. There we go. Stream of all time, struggled to accomplish anything from the depths to switch over to Sekiro and made huge progress on the final boss there. Nice. Alright, so now that I can build again, thank you, game. Appreciate it. Let's go ahead. Detection components. I needed someone set the IR gimbal tracker, so we'll try that. That might be blocked. Yeah, I'll show you the stats on this gun in just a moment. I'm just trying to make sure this camera works. There we go. Does not say it's having any issues. Yep, so that's good. Yeah, so this thing is a platform gun. It's a two-part kind of base I'm working on. Because I recently completed the easy campaign for the first time. So I wanted to design some stuff because I want to play my next one a little different. So this thing is a two-part base. It starts out as this. As cheap as I could possibly make it, little 2,100 material cost platform. That I'll just have a boat go out, place down, and then once it's gotten some materials built up in its inventory, the plan is I hit it with a retrofit, and using its one repair bot, it slowly constructs itself into this, which is still under progress here. But this thing is a giant 500mm railgun platform gun that fires 20 rounds a minute. It fires APHE. And I'm in the way of the numbers down here, but you have to trust me on this. So the damage, it is a kinetic damage times armor piercing value of 3,183,000. And its explosive damage is 20,000 explosive damage in a radius of 19.5 meters. So yeah, this thing is built to be angry. It's currently my biggest singular weapon platform I have. Firepower is 233.52. Yeah, it's a little stupid, and I love it. Let me go ahead and spawn another hobgoblin because I've been using this as my test dummy here. Let me see if it targets a little better here. Are you aiming? There you go. Bang. Is there a reason you're feeding on directly into autoloaders instead of clips? Because I don't have the space. That's pretty much it. Also welcome in, Asher. Good to see you. Yeah, pretty much I'm just trying to make this thing as compact as possible because I saw the Liberator cannon of the Steel Striders and went, I want to make that, but stupid. And so I did. Material to firepower. How do I check that? I don't actually know. I am unsure, but I'm currently trying to get it to focus on targeting hot blocks. And I think it's working a little better. It's targeting a bit better. Control C, Control V. And build mode? That's tab of the gun. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. Bam. Stats. Material to firepower. 1,031.3. Welcome back, Nagu. How's accuracy over extreme distances? Well, right now it is a 0.18 in accuracy value. I don't really know what that means, but it's the most accurate gun I've ever built. Oh, and it killed the AI. I think that targeting system improvement works. Just a tad. So I was taking a bite of food here. I think there was something else I was just thinking about. About what you expect from a zero clip rail assist gun. Yeah, it, honestly, the only reason I don't do a bigger thing is because if I did even like a slightly bigger shell, like this is as big as I can make it without having to just full fucking diff gun it. Cause it just, how thick is the armor gonna be? I'm probably gonna do at least another layer. So right now I have right now the sides are 2 layers of heavy armor with a big space inside. I think in the front, I'm probably going to do probably kind of like just stacked armor, I think, on the sides. Is probably what I'm gonna do. I think. I don't know. I'm still learning the proper ways to configure armor still. So it's kinda, that's fine. Yeah, the material firepower of the gun. Yeah. 1031.3. Material firepower. And accuracy, I don't know. I don't really care about the efficiency of it. It's a giant 500mm cannon platform gun that's meant to build itself. You think this is going to be efficient? No. I mean, I guess, though, you might not know the way I build things. Efficiency is not my concern. I just want it to be cool and work. The functionality part is a bit of an option, though. Kinda. Yeah, this thing is, a bit silly, though. I'm still considering, I think this is as big as I'm going to make the internals, though. I think I'm going to start working on the externals now. And then once I get the gun done, I'm probably going to work on the platform armor soon. But yeah, just to put into comparison though, for those of you who are not familiar with my designing process, my current main battleship, which took me through the entire which basically cleared the rest of the campaign for me on my first victory recently, is this thing. This is my main battleship. This is the Bob Mark II. Yeah, you can probably see a lot of issues with it if you know anything about the game. However, this thing, is probably more effective than it has any right to be, I think. Yeah, no, it has been able to almost, with this iteration of it, it's basically capable of 1v1ing almost any singular ship, not talking about swarms, because those things, it just can't shoot effectively.
Yes, it is Bob.
Actually, you know what, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna go into build mode here real quick. There we go. I'm gonna real quick save this, because I think I've done a little bit. What makes you say that? Asher would never use the Bang Redeem often in attempts to scare me almost every stream. Asher would never do that. My mod would never do that to me. Yeah, so I'll give a little demonstration here because I just want to show. So, okay, actually, hold on. A little bit of history here for those of you who were not here for it. So the Bob Mark II, as you can hear, obviously, it's a Mark II. It's a version 2 iteration of the original Bob. The Bob started like this. And this was designed purely to counter the gigawatt of the Lightning Hood, which I had encountered on one of my previous failed attempts. So I designed it like this. It's got shields on its guns, or at least in front of its guns. It's got laser sensors and smoke stuff built into the front up here. And it's got a basic 500mm railgun here. It only fires 9.7 rounds a minute. It's got decent fire. Actually, what is the firepower of this gun? Hold on. This railgun has a 67 firepower. It's got. Let me take a look at the shell here. It's got 2,252,000 KDAP. Ludicrously shitty, but also absurdly cheap cram cannon has 420 material per firepower, but I don't know if you have anything to have a better ratio, I see. It's also only got a 13,900 explosive damage for a 17 radius. Or 17 meter radius. As you can see, the fucking pen depth shell on this was fucked up anyways. I didn't catch this until, like, quite a few battles with the Mark II. So, yeah. Yeah, it's a good APHE shell. It does its job well when the pen depth is fixed. It's got two 200mm cannons, which are an abomination type shell, and also the cannons themselves are horribly designed. Only a 1 meter thick deck. The neck of the railgun literally has one block, so if one pen shell gets down through here, or like each shell gets down through here and hits this, it's dead. It had issues. But it killed the Gigawatt. It can kill the Gigawatt pretty reliably. But, it did its job until I met the Hobgoblin. And it gets absolutely crushed. So I made upgrades where we, as you can see, we added armor. I improved the armor rating of the necks of the 200 guns. Plus the railgun, as you can see, got a whole bunch of spaced armor because it's basically got a mini nuke inside. I also armored up all the components on the inside. I improved the barrel of the gun. I improved all gunfire rates, because also I don't think I actually mentioned it, but these guns are 100mm AP guns. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. This gun went from having, like, not even triple digits to 110 firepower. It's firing at 15.8 rounds a minute. It's still a 500mm cannon. Still same shell, but I fixed the pen depth fuse as well, so it doesn't explode on contact anymore. These things are now firing 66 rounds a minute. Let me find one of the autoloaders, because this shell I think is a bit of a fucking abomination, which I'm intending to fix. It is an AP frag with a little HE. It's a little stupid, I will admit, but they do the job well enough, I guess. I might experiment with them some more, but they're a little stupid. They're just basic 200mm cannons, so no railguns. And they're just designed to help soften up targets. And then I have these goofy-ass things. They fire at 380 rounds a minute. And their shell is just, well, gunpowder tracer Sabo armor-piercing head. They are just rods of lead that are just built to drill into the enemies, and they do good. It fires something a little bit like, this. So this is the iteration of it that was designed purely to kill this bastard. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention it has some particle cannons on it that are really funny when they're hitting stuff that is just fragile enough or has thin armor. Yeah, as you can see, it makes the Hobgoblin shed armor like a cat in the summer. However, the Hobgoblin also does clap back pretty heavily. It also has a bunch of repair bots, so it can reconstruct its fucking weapon systems during battle. But yeah, no, as you can see, it can take a bit of a beating. I can't see because of the fucking smoke of my missiles. Yeah, no, this thing, it's built to not die. And its whole thing is, it's a front-siding hovercraft, and when it's underneath I think I set it to 1,500 meters? Yeah, it just backs the fuck up. I typically start battles about 4 kilometers away because the railgun can reliably land shells from that distance. And then from here, it just kind of sits there at the distance and just kind of does this and drills through the armor of the enemies. Oh, there goes another 200. That's typically what happens. So it's lost everything except its 500mm. And when I'm not controlling it, it is a bit of a kind of coin toss to fight. This thing was originally designed to have like manual control. However, as you can see, all it really needs is the railgun to survive. It doesn't really need any of the other guns. The other guns are there just to punch a couple extra holes. this railgun, it's not as dumb as my platform gun. It still puts a hurtin'. Especially because of all the armor I put in on the front of it, it's a lot harder for enemies to take it out. Because also in this iteration, I buffed the shit out of the neck. It's got 4 connections, it's got better armor. Yeah, this thing was heavily improved. Yeah, you can see, even though we've gotten fucked up and lost all but one of our guns and our particle cannons, the Hobgoblin can't kill it. Because one wonderful design of this feature of this gun is that the guns are all armor. They're all just armor to keep the ship alive, pretty much. Well, that was it. But that didn't do anything. Yeah, so the biggest weakness is if the railgun dies, which I think it might have just died. Nope, never mind. It just took a big hit. The AI core is back here. So if the railgun dies, then the AI core is vulnerable. Yeah, the biggest issue though is those really high pen shells that this fucker has. If they hit the right spots, they can severely damage stuff. But yeah, no, this is kind of like a weak example of what this thing does, because again, it was built for manual control. It was built to be controlled by me to target the best spots. So even when I'm not controlling it, it still does pretty good most of the time. Sometimes it'll leave a single block, keeping the enemy ship intact. And also, you know, it's a railgun. You know, anywhere it hits will fucking suffer. At this point, it's just kind of like a slugfest, really. Why aren't you shooting? I think it lost. Oh yeah, it lost a rail, so it can't fire, or as well. But yeah, no. As you can see, the Bob's starting to kind of win. Because the longer the fight goes on, it's better for the Bob. Because the Bob, I know my head's in the way, but if you look there, right there, it can hold the 500,000 materials. So if I have one of these fuckers going in fully loaded, they can outlast almost every enemy they come into or come across. Yeah, so that's a kind of a decent example of what this thing's capable of, because it's stubborn. It's built to outlast, and as you can see, it's already got one of its guns back online now. And it'll do that throughout the entire fight, is just slowly repair its own weapons. Eventually, you know, it'll get a 100mm back, it might repair the 200s. It'll keep the railgun online, all that good stuff. Yeah, so this thing took me all the way from wiping out the Grey Talon, having to make a slight side grade to deal with the what they call Twin Guard, because you can probably imagine this thing's not good at dealing with swarm enemies. Took me all the way through the Steel Striders. They didn't stand a fucking chance. Not a single ship of theirs that I encountered could do really anything. And then I met the Gauss, which, yep, there it is. I met this thing. I'll start this at the same kind of battle distance as I normally would. It was about 3,000, 4,000 clicks. Or meters, not clicks. Yeah, so this is where I met my match. In my last fight, I basically took a fleet of 7 different of my Bob types, which I'll show you the other one I brought in, but yeah, as you can see, those missiles do a lot of damage. They really hurt. They really hurt a lot. I don't really have anything that's built to take out those kind of missiles on those. They really hurt. Yeah. The Gauss was kind of like the, oh shit, I can't just brute force things with the Bob anymore. Need to get better at this gameplay. I'm making a tilt-bearing melee attack plane. Means learning how to bread. I have very limited bread knowledge, and it came from learning how to do, it came from a ship I kind of regret the creation of because it's a goddamn abomination. And not in a good way. It's not like, haha, this is so strong, it's funny. It's, this thing does its job, but Jesus Christ, my eyes are crying every time I look at it. Yeah, so, just a reminder, though. So, the Bob's a, what's it? Yeah, 765,000 material ship. The Gauss is 1.2 million. So, I'd say, despite the material disparity, and getting absolutely shredded by those kinetic missiles, the Bob puts up a pretty damn good fight for a long time, until one of those takes out the railgun, and then also half of its thrusters, and it starts just kind of slowly sliding out of control. It still has its 200s, though, which is pretty cool. Dump frag missile, yeah. I had brute force, Scarlet Dawn had brutal force, yeah. But, yeah, that's the thing, though. So most of my fights were pretty much only run by 1 to 2 Bobs total. I'd only ever really have to bring in 1 to 2, 2 of my ships to fight any amount of enemies, pretty much. The last Scarlet Dawn fight I went into, I first only threw 1 Bob at. It immediately got clapped by the Gauss, predictably. Which, actually, this is doing better than the first time, because it's still alive, and it's still chunking away at the enemy, because it's still got 200 in both its 100s. But I think those are the large missiles coming in that are going to obliterate the hundreds that I have. Yeah, this is the single most damaging enemy the Bob has ever encountered. Nothing has ever dealt this much damage to the Bob. This has been like I met my match with this thing. It met its match in a 1v1. So as soon as this Mark II goes down, because I don't want to do it the disservice of not showing off how long this thing can hold its own against this thing for, because it's gotten down 12% of the Gauss's health. Even though for a good bit now it's not even had its fucking 500mm. Which it's not even trying to fucking rebuild. I don't know what it's trying to repair anymore. I think it's probably trying to patch up back here. Or just the frontal armor. Because, yep, there goes our 100mm, I think. Yep, our remaining 100mm. Yep, there goes a 200. So now we're just kind of a brick. And from this point, you can kind of assume that the fight is a slow, painful, excruciating death for the Bob. Yeah, it's a very slow, upsetting death. Until eventually, loses control and slips into the water. This typically doesn't even kill me outright until it gets a missile to hit the AI core. That'll do. So yeah, 1 Bob Mark II can take about 12% of the Gauss. So, you know, not a bad fight, you know? Not too bad. The Gauss, however... let me see. Let me try to recreate the enemy force that I had to deal with. Or that I had fought. I think it was a Gauss. None of these. Let me try to remember. I think we had a Parallax. Deimos, yeah. Scarlet Dawn, Scarlet Nova, yeah. And there was also the Velocity. There was a Velocity. Or no, it was a Carnage. It was a Carnage and a Velocity. Scarlet Nova. Valon... Am I blind? Medium? Is it a hardship? What? Oh, it's a fucking hard... What? Hang on. Hang on, hang on. This thing's a hardship? Wait. Wait, no. Hold on, I just realized something. Okay, so chat, real quick, I need to introduce you to my second ever attempt at building a plane. Especially for those of you who are new here and might not be familiar with it. I didn't name the blueprint properly, but, this is the gym. Oh, nope, this isn't the completed one, hold on. Yeah, here it is. This is the gym. It's 140,000 materials. It's so thinly armored that you can see the internal components. It's entirely gun on the interior, because it has a nose-mounted 500mm railgun and 2 large missiles. This thing 1v1 of velocity, and I now need to figure out how. How the shit did you do this? Or was it the Carnage? I don't remember. Was it the Carnage or the Velocity that the gym fucking 1v1'd? Might have been the Carnage. Yeah, this thing flies at 150 meters a second. It's pretty fast. No, it had to have been the Carnage. No, it was the Carnage. It was the Carnage. Okay. It was the Carnage. It had to have been the Carnage. There's no way you did it. Yeah, no, it had to be a distracted enemy. There's no way this piece of shit ever fucking 1v1's a Scarlet Dawn vessel. How is it alive still? What? There it goes. Okay. Yeah, no, it must definitely have been distracted. Okay. Never mind. Sorry, that little wait a fucking second thing. Dealt with. Okay, what was I doing? Oh, yes. I remember now. So, the fleet I kind of took into fight the last bit of the Scarlet Dawn was a couple of the Mark IIs. I think I had 4 Mark II Bobs, which I'm probably going to have to... Actually, hold on. No, I know what I can show. Hold on. I can do this easier. Hold on. I might lag my mod a little bit, but here, hold on. I can do this a way easier way. Hold on. Let me pull up here. Hang on, okay. Yeah, something like that, I think. Can I? Okay, there we go. There we go. Let me see here. I think I'm getting close to where it is. Okay. Yeah, okay, hold on. There we go. Fucking hell. Twitch browser is so shit that... Twitch is so fucking non-functional. It is hard to pause a VOD using Twitch. There we go. Okay, here, hold on. Gonna try to get this. Let's see here. That is below me, but above the game. Here we go. Let's see here. This should work. There we go. Okay, yeah. So I had a fleet here. So I'll go through it here. Try to go through it. So let's let me find where I started looking at this fleet. So this was the beginning of the last kind of fight here. So yeah. So let's see here. We have. I'll do slowdown speed here, just so we can kind of take a look. So we have a Zapper here, which, actually, I just realized now, I haven't shown you all. Real quick, just for context, the Bob Zapper is a modification to the Mark II I made to specifically deal with the Twin Guard. It is this. It is a... Well, it's a laser bob. It's got a twin laser system here. It has 2 very, very silly lasers. And inside here is where we have it. Instead of a railgun, it is the entire rail or laser system in here. Takes up most of the room. This thing has... Yeah, here we go. So it has 7,443 sustained damage a second, with a firepower rating of 168.84. This thing has a material to firepower rate of 871.4. It's pretty fucking good of a laser, if I do say so myself. Especially for my first laser. So I had a mix of these Bob Zappers, on top of the Mark IIs that I've shown already. So we have, I think it was like 3 of these. It was 4 of the Mark IIs, I believe. Or no, it was 4 the Zappers, 3 of the Mark IIs. I think. I believe it was 3 Mark IIs and 4 Zappers. No, it was 4, okay, it was 4 Mark II, wait, no. No, it was 4 Zappers, I think. Yeah, it was 4 Zappers, 3 Mark IIs, and 2 Gyms. Because I had a total of... Yeah, it was a total fleet force of 9 ships. So, I had... Okay, we'll do that. Alright, so, let me show you here. Real quick, we'll do something similar to this. I'll do... 3... And for context, by the way, this Bob Zapper is a 632,000 material ship. So yeah, we had 4 of these, which I'm gonna go ahead and take them all out of play. Yep. So we had 4 of those. We had 3 of the Mark IIs and 2 Gyms against... I'll go off of what you were saying. It was a Gauss, a Parallax, Deimos, Scarlet Dawn, Scarlet Nova, Velocity, and Carnage, yeah. And I maxed out the combat volume so that as many vehicles as possible spawned. Now, this won't be exactly the same way, but it'll be kind of a rough approximation of how this went. We'll go back to the Warplane Mark 1. We had 2 of these, so we'll do that. Go. Okay. I fucking hate this system. Oh my good fucking god. I hate this system so fucking much. There we go. Okay, so I had a fleet of this. We had 9 ships. There we go. They're all kind of in a circle, which I'll try to set up here.
Moving out.
Wait, which one's the fucking flagship again? Okay, it's a Zapper. It was a Mark II that was a flagship, so we'll do this.
Listening. Moving out. Listening.
We'll do this. It's kind of like this here.
Moving out.
I'm gonna try to set it up as accurate to the way it was. And it just to kind of like show a proper, like,
Moving out.
show of what happened.
Moving out. Moving out. Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out. Listening. Moving out.
I don't even trust this though. I'm gonna spread them out a little more.
Listening.
Yeah, so this is the fleet
Moving
and
out.
how they were set up that brought down the Scarlet Dawn. It was the slowest battle I've ever seen. I'm not actually going to do the whole thing. But it was this against probably about 7 or 8 Scarlet Dawn ships, including the Gauss. Now, I'm going to real quick go ahead and undo all that, because I really don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just mainly stalling to prevent myself from working on the platform gun, because I don't want to fucking torture myself by building stuff right now. So I'm going to do this real quick, just because I'm also really curious. So if I have a Zapper and a Mark II, I want to see how they do against the Gauss. Because, as I said, the Bobs typically worked in teams of 2. So what happens if I have a laser cannon or a laser beam, and ballistic weapons firing at one enemy. You know? How differently does this go? Because now I out-material it. Or actually, no, it's pretty much almost equal, I think. Actually, no, I think I do have slightly more materials than the Gauss combined here. But yeah. As you can see, it's already kind of looking a little differently here. Depending on how these missiles hit. Oh, there goes the railgun. Never mind, somehow those didn't kill the railgun. But yeah, this is, oh, there it goes. About how the tactic works when I have these two teaming up. Basically, the Mark II takes the front because it's a little bulkier overall. And then the lasers kind of sit behind it, let it take the fire, and just drill through the enemy. So while the Gauss might be made a lot of heavy armor, again, these lasers hit really fucking hard. And because of the length of the barrel that they have, or the optics that they have, they have a pretty long range before they lose any meaningful damage. What are they flinging at us? Yeah, as you can see, the Bob's already starting to repair itself. It's still got one of its 200s active. So the Zapper now is taking a lot of the fire. However, the Zapper doesn't have any ballistic weapons and is entirely laser focused, aside from the missiles. So what do you think I did with all the space that is currently occupied in the Mark II by this giant 100mm gun assembly in the ship that doesn't have that? It's entirely armor in here, except for this area where I just kind of left a big space. I don't really know why, but it's a big space with a lot of armor, followed by a lot more armor, and even more armor, because I'm pretty sure I armored up in here a little bit more too. Yeah, it was, it's a lot bulkier in terms of armor, yeah. Yeah, this thing can absorb a lot more damage than the Mark II, just because of how it's built. As you can see, though, the Gauss has taken a decent bit more damage than... or is taking damage a little faster, which obviously, you know, it's got two guns on it. Two ships on it. And this thing, of course, also has repair bots. It's, I don't know, this is kind of interesting to see, though. Until these two dipshits crash into each other, because apparently I never actually fixed the avoidance systems. Maybe. Maybe the Mark II doesn't cause a crash here? It doesn't, cool. But yeah, so we did lose one of the lasers now, but we still have another one going. It's just kind of interesting to see how this goes. These lasers do a lot of fucking damage. Wait. Doesn't this technically increase the damage of the one if only one of the lasers is firing? I think it does. I don't know. I don't really know how that works, but yeah. I think it is actually doing more damage. Huh. I have to experiment with that. This is very interesting to see, though, just seeing the difference between 1v1 versus a 2v1 against this thing. It's very interesting to see this. I promise I will get back to working. Oh, I adjusted my hair and my other laser's gone. Okay. Well, now we're down to particle cannons, a 200 and a 100. It's actually doing a little worse than it was last fight. The 1v1 did a little better, but I think that's just a matter of the railgun got taken out a lot faster in this fight. But we're still kicking. The railgun's actually starting to get slowly repaired. So are the 200s, and I think the 100 is. Oh, this 100 is still completely fucked. This one is, I think, almost fully repaired. How's this coming along? Yeah, no, it actually doesn't take much to repair the laser in this. It just needs to get around to doing it. But this has actually been getting shot a lot, so it's actually lost a lot of armor. And its AI core is actually entirely exposed now. It takes a while to get through all the armor protecting it, though. So this thing's probably going to go down soon. Actually, he's gone pretty much the same way, just because different targeting, basically. The Mark II got hit in different ways, so the railgun died earlier. And the Zapper's gonna go down soon because its AI core is just gonna get sniped. This is always interesting to see. And no fight ever will go the same. Quite the same, at least. It's always pretty fun to watch, though. See how things go differently. And the Gauss is actually down to 88% again. So we've at least made the same damage as a 1v1 here. And actually a couple more rounds we'll probably see at 87%. It'll probably be slightly more effective. Which is just kind of funny to see that a 2v1 barely changed the fight's outcome. Because that just goes to show that this thing's a pretty solid ship. We have melted through a lot of its front. There we go, 87%, so it's officially slightly more effective. And as you can see, whenever those 100 shells come in, they basically immediately rip at least a single block off. Except for up here, where it's like all heavy armor. And it takes a couple shots to do, but that's not that big of an issue. And the Zapper's actually surprisingly still alive. And it does actually get his missiles off every now and then. I'm actually curious, how much do these missiles do? I've never actually fully seen. Do they even make? I don't even think they fucking make it. I think the Gauss tries to run away too much. Yeah, no, the medium missiles don't have enough fuel to make it to it. That explains a decent bit. Yeah, with two of the Bobs here, actually, it completely negates some of the missiles, or some of the large missiles because of the, combined just anti-missile systems. This is fun to watch. This is really fun. Just so interesting to see how this goes so differently. But also so similarly to a 1v1. Oh, what the fuck? Is that the railgun? Oh my god, the railgun's alive again! Kinda. Hey, Ark, welcome in. We're just doing a little bit of testing and fucking around. Hope you're doing good. Thanks for swinging by. It's a snub-nosed railgun right now, but it's the railgun nonetheless. Oh my god, it's hitting. Sometimes. That's so funny. It's a fucking derp cannon railgun. My god, it actually is like landing. I don't think it does like fucking anything because of how slow the shell moves, but that's so funny. And the 200's actually almost back alive now. Because there's... Oh, there it is. Like, where the fuck did the laser go? There it is. Because there's two targets, it changes the outcome so much though, because it allows the Bob to self-repair. You know, the only way I can make these dumber is if I gave them both, like, a repair tentacle. So that... Wait, actually, hold on, that's fucking incredible. If they have a repair tentacle, they can heal each other in combat. Is that stupid? Is that too much? I feel like that's too much, but also that's really funny. Okay, the railgun shells are flying a little faster now. It's got a slightly longer barrel again. The rails are being repaired. It's getting there. It's just so interesting to watch this, though. Just see how these fights go. Let's see, how's the Zapper doing? The Zapper's turrets are still not really coming back online, mainly because it's had to completely patch up its armor. What the fuck? I guess the Gauss has lost a lot of its weapons or something, because it's like not tearing out. Oh, and one of the lasers is back. It's a very stubby laser. It's currently hitting for probably half damage, if not less. Which is kind of funny. And the railgun's like fully functional again. Except for the fact that it's out of ammo. Yeah, that's the only issue, is once it loses its guns, when they get repaired, it just dries up the entire ammo reserves. But eventually, it gets another shot in. Oh my god, we have both lasers on that one again. Oh, but we might have a crash here. Maybe. I know, this is just, well, this is really fun to see. This is like peak bobbing here. Wait, hold on, there's a second. Oh, they have, the Gauss has 2 systems. What? That's cool. Yeah, this is like the peak of its like system. When it's a 2v, when it was 2 of them, they get to basically trade aggro until they can repair themselves back into the fight. That's basically how I designed them. It was definitely intentional for that to be kind of like one of the methods. Definitely. Also, don't mind me, I keep having to mute because fucking some of my food is stuck in my throat. Trying to get it. But yeah, I'm gonna be probably muting a little bit because not pleasant. Not pleasant. Oh, and there it goes. No health. All it takes is a 2v1. And a very slow, drawn-out death. So let me make sure. Did I close my browser? Yes, I did. Okay. Don't need that making my computer slow down any further. Yeah, that's fun to see, though. And that's so cool to see how it's like, at first it was an absolute ass kicking against us, and then just because of the way these things are built, stupid, they can just kind of slowly heal through the fight. That's so fucking cheesy. I gotta not do that with future ships, but also I might still because I think it's really fucking funny. I do think it's kind of fucking funny, though, to do it like this. Yeah, that's cool. It went from having no guns to being fully repaired again. And if I move my head here, you can see it still has like half of its materials on both of these. This one actually still has more materials because it doesn't have ammo, and also the laser's just less expensive. Perish. I have killed my own. Anyways. Back to, restarting the designer so I can just get back into the material area. So we can keep working on the platform gun. There we go. That was a good, like, hour of just procrastinating and not working on it. Alright, I feel refreshed now. Alright. So now I gotta build some armor for this thing. I gotta build the hull, basically, for this thing. Alright, how do I want to do this? Oh, boy. I don't know. I don't know. I might need to make this thing higher up still. I'm gonna do that real quick. Just so I can... So it's, what's it, 7? Yeah, 7. There we go. It's a 7x7, yeah. We'll do this. And then I'll do the sub-objects mode. There we go, that's good. It'll be a bit taller now, a little more expensive because of the height increase, but now I'll have a little more room below it to actually work with. See here. Enough ammunition storage reload. Okay, that's fair. That is totally fair. We'll do, let's see here, resources. Just 2 ammo boxes there. And then some on the side. There we go. And then maybe some in the back. That'll hopefully help this thing kind of load itself up more with ammo. I definitely got to give this more of these though. Bam, 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 and up there. There we go. Let's see here. I'm gonna lower it down a little more, just so they use a little less power. I'm really not sure how I want to do this. Yep, pumpkin plate. Hold on. Well, first off, I'm gonna actually start by building in a lighter color here, just so I can see what I'm working with, see what I'm doing. I don't know. It's when I get to this that I just kind of like blank out for a bit, because it's just like, I don't know, I like have a sort of idea of what I want this to look like, but at the same time, I really fucking don't. Yeah, I really don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with this. Oh, god damn it, I'm gonna fucking move this out of my way. There we go. I don't know. I guess I'll just start placing shit, and eventually, you know, maybe I'll find something that I like, I guess. I don't know. So I want to do something that looks similar to the Liberator cannon. That's just kind of one of the plans. Something kind of similar to that kind of look. I like it. It's a big old bulky gun, you know? So just kind of lay out the framework and we'll go from there. This, we'll do this. And then I think this is 3. Okay, that's 3. Okay. We do this, and then what do we do? There. We'll start with that. I think I need to do a 4 down this way as well. Go, I gotta get on the other side of that now. So now there's the those in there in the way. So I'll do something like something like this, I think. Well, actually, I gotta do it this entire length because of the recoil absorption piece. Actually, no, in fact, hold on. I don't know what I'm doing. I can do this, I think. Do this. Yeah, we'll do that. The way I build my ABS guns makes it really hard to armor around them. With like autoloaders and charges all over the place. Yeah, I don't really think about the design too much when I'm like the externals when I'm building it. I just build what I want from the gun and then go from there. Which, yeah, probably isn't the smartest way to build it, but, like, whatever. It's whatever for me, really. I'll make it work, you know? I'll make it work. I just gotta give myself, like, a basically fucking blank canvas to work on first. Ah, God, sorry. Okay. Okay, so I need to do that, I think, and then I can go all the way down. Yep, okay. Turns out I can't go all the way down. But I can do that. Nope. There we go. I can do that. Or I could do. I'll do a series of 2s, I think. I think that'll look better. Hey, Shipachu, welcome in. Hello, hope you're doing good. Thanks, goodbye. Alright. Do this. Oh, there we go. go. We'll do this. And then back to this. I'm probably not going to do armor all the way out. I'll probably kind of narrow it in. Something like that, maybe. And Zombie, welcome in as well. Hope you're doing good as well.
Thanks for swing by. Hello.
Alright. So I'll probably do something like that. And then just... Okay, hold on. Maybe I'll do something like this. Actually, no. I think that's too long. I think I'll do something a little shorter. Actually, no. I know what I'll do. I'll do this. And then I'll do, I think 3s will be good. Actually, hold on, let me... nope, that won't work. Hold on, I need to do one more out. Yes, I'll do... Go... There we go, I'll do this and then I'll do the plan. That way I'll actually have room to fucking, you know, do it. I think that could maybe look decent, we'll see. There we go. We'll do something like this, I think. God damn, I'm so sorry if I'm clearing my throat. I keep forgetting, it's just, you know, just fucking peen. Alright, that'll do. Okay, so we'll do... I think this on the inside as well. So do this all the way down, and then I'll cut at a point where I want to start, like, kind of narrowing it in. It'll be pretty easy to just... Won't do that. I think I need to do 2 still, just because of the height of the rest of this. I think I gotta do a 3. Yeah, I think I gotta do a 3. Actually, hold on, let me zip this down here. No, it's gotta be a 4, actually. Let's see how this looks. That can kind of work, I guess. I'll probably bring in the bottom of this armor a bit too, and it'll kind of like... Yeah, I think I have a decent idea on how I want to do this. But that does mean, though, on this side, I'm gonna have to redo this. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Actually, no. I don't think I will. I'll make it work. It doesn't have to be symmetrical. Because if I think about it, the gun is like this, right? I can work with it like this, yeah. Actually, I just thought about it. Can I fit clip zone back here? No, just, I can... I don't know. Now, I need to not keep adding... Wait, actually, hold on. It wouldn't be that bad to add more stuff back here, because then I can just add more on the front. Yeah, make this as tall as the bit in front of it. So that increases the fire rate to 24 because of the intakes, and then I can... Yeah, that increases the fire. So if I do 24... If I do that... the rail use is more than good. I just gotta add some more recoil absorption, which can easily be improved by doing a little bit of this. There we go, and we can just do bam. Now these ones I'm putting down another twos. Bam, bam. There we go, that'll do. There we go. And is that enough recoil absorption? Not quite. We're almost there. There we go. We can do that. We can do that, that, and then that. There we go. There we go. We'll get more railgun charge speed anyways. More recoil absorption. I do actually have to go in, though, and add more energy stuff, though. Because if I don't, this thing's never going to have enough energy. So I'll make more batteries, I think. I think that'll be the easiest solution, is just more batteries. Just more energy storage, I think, will be good. Oh, wait, fuck. No, wait, hold on. Which steam engine is it down here? Is this the medium ones? Yes, okay, here we go. Oh, fuck the of course, right on top of it. There we go. Okay, so here are the batteries. There we go. So I'll do bam. I'll do 4 here. We may not connected. Oh, I see. Oh, there's an ammo storage thing in the way. Can I just... no. Do this. Can I fit a 4 there now? I can. So now what if I do... There we go. Okay, there we go. We do something like this. This gets us up to a lot more energy, right? Yeah. So real quick, can anyone in chat explain to me real quick? So I keep noticing this. So I see the rate of fire is 22.9. Even if I have it set to 24, why is it a little low? What causes it to be lower than that? Because I see I have an ammo intake limit of 24. I have 25.2 autoloader limit. My loaders are wrong. Is that what it is? Is it just because there's no clips in it? Is that what the issue is, or? You want every loader to have the same number of clips and ammo intakes? Okay, gotcha. Well, since I do not have the, because I'm too lazy to do it, I'm just going to simply add more and ignore the underlying problem. I think that is a responsible way. It's a lost cause. It really is, yeah. There we go. We got the 24 I wanted. But now I gotta up the recoil absorption again, because it's not quite there. Make your loader cluster with intakes and clips and prefab it. I probably should do that, yeah. That would probably be a smart thing to do, yeah. I'm not going to do it, but it would probably be pretty smart, yeah. It sounds like a great idea that someone smart would do and think of. I'm not that guy, though. Is there any other places I can slap some recoil absorption into without having to build more shit? Probably not, so let's just do this, I think. We'll do bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 and we'll do recoil absorbers 8. There we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Oh, no, hold on. There we go. Now we have more than enough recoil absorption. Yeah. Now we have a even faster firing gun. And dear God, is it hideous. Alright, I forgot this thing now has 2 AI cores technically, because it has the initial one for the Mark 1 version of the base. I'm too scared to delete it, because God knows it. There's a brain in here. I'm going to ignore that I saw that. God knows I'm gonna fuck something up, so I'm just not going to bother fixing that. And hope it doesn't cause issues. I spawned that fucker a little too far away. Take a look, make sure these things are looking good. Looking good so far. Looking good. I'm probably gonna have to install some extra ammo or energy generation. I'm probably gonna, you know, I plan on making this pretty well protected, so I'm probably gonna put in some small generators or steam engines to generate some electricity on top of those. Just small ones. Just a couple small lines of them. But now this thing fires 24 rounds a minute. 24 of these beautiful, large, unreasonably powerful rounds a minute. Gotta love it. Oh my God, it's already flipping. It's even hitting shells underwater, that's crazy. Whoa, what the fuck was that? Where are you aiming? It doesn't know where to shoot because it's underwater. Oh, I see. It can't see it underwater, so it's just like, it's somewhere down there. My dumbass was trying to up armor your boat and keep it floating. Didn't realize your hover PID was inverted. That sounds like something I've had to deal with before. I really love that this thing is just like, I know it's in there somewhere, I'll fucking get it. This is some cartoon shit. I love that. Oh, it's not done. As well, it's having a little bit of a fit down here. So, what is like the best ratio for making a steam engine? Like, I know I'm using smalls right now, so they're gonna be kind of shit. But like, what's like the size ratio? Like, what's like boilers to turbines kind of thing? Does anyone in chat know that? Hang on, gotcha. I'll just get a start going. So I know the small ones don't really do much for something this size and like power draw, but like the spreadsheet I see. Never mind, got nuked. Okay, but it's fine because I can still grab the link. Okay, it's a Discord attachment, that's fine. I see. Alright. Steam consumption of a turbine divided by the production of each boiler. And 3 segments give the more balanced ratio of power per volume. Okay, so here's the thing, right? My dumbass doesn't see where the Steam part of this is. Oh, you're talking just in general. Look at the Steam. Divide by the production of each boiler. Okay. So the boiler makes 750 steam a second max. Turbine generator, let's see here. I'll just I'll start with I'll just do this. The easiest way for me to learn is just by doing it one at a time, or just doing it myself. Connection. If I do this. So this can use a max of 500 steam a second? You can connect it, oh wait, you can? Or is it the other way? Turbine centers. Oh, yeah, sure, okay. This uses about 500 a second. Okay. So if I'm gonna have 3 of these, I do 2 boilers, because then that'll be... Wait, what? Oh yeah, then that'll be... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Okay, I think I understand. If I do... Okay, yeah. Okay. I'll do... 3... I think I'll do this. I think I like this ratio. It's simple, easy, and should provide us a decent amount of power. Yeah, I think I did that math right. And then each one of these is making a couple hundred energy, or about 400, just shy of 400 energy a second. Wait a second. How many is this wide? 5, okay. If I recall, length of turbine stay exact same, increases the efficiency, so 500 no matter. Wait, what? Only one bullet. Oh, hold on. Then that makes things, that changes things, and that changes things. Okay. And then, oh yeah, and that ups the energy, generation. Okay, hell yeah, okay, hold on. Hell yeah, though. Okay. What if we just capture this? Oh my god, it's perfect length to fit two of each, or two on each. Oh, no, it's not the fucking boiler controller. Shit. I forgot. It's 7. Wait, I can just... There we go. No, it wasn't the generator. It can connect. It can connect on both sides? I mean, that makes sense, but like... What? Shit, I misplaced. Oh. Yeah, I know, it's a whole block, I forgot. Whoa. There we go. So let's spawn another hobgoblin and see how the energy of the ship does. Yeah, that is notably better. That is notably better. Yeah, I plan on playing the next campaign though a little differently, and this is a very big part of it. I know how it does, it's just I'm too lazy to do the math in my head. So I'm just kind of like looking at how fast the energy recharges and going, yep, that'll last me a fight. So now, what if I just... Imagine this, right, chat? So I intend to up-armor this thing anyways, right? So what if I just did a... little thing where I, do this. And then I do a little bit of a little thing where I do this. If any one of these pops, this entire ship is going to, or this entire platform is going to burn. So I'm definitely gonna just have to armor the shit out of this, but that's fine. I'm a little concerned by the accuracy here, but I think it's fine. I think it just loses a lot of accuracy when it just starts going, where the fuck is it, looking down at the water? Yeah, that's good. So yeah, those make... I feel like it's ours. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, so that's good, that's good. I still have to armor up down here. You know, this is gonna take a lot. Oh boy. I'm like, I don't know. I might need to take a break soon from playing this game, just because I've been building so much lately. I think I need to find something to replace this with just a little bit. Just a little bit, just so I can cool my brain off. I won't be permanently going from it, I just need a little break. Just a little tiny break from it, I think. Yeah, I'm just, my creative juices runneth dry. I can't think of a single goddamn thing to do with this, past this, like, my brain's topped out. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this progress for today. I'm creatively bankrupt now. I've barely done anything, really. I spent like a whole hour fucking just stalling looking at my other ships, but like, yeah. But you know, it works, it works. If it works, it works, and I think this works. Well, actually, something I'll do before anything else is I'll just real quick. So this is a 9, right? So if I do... something on the side, and I just do... not that. Let's just do, like, a really thick bit of armor to protect the camera in the middle. Go, and then I'll do, like, let's see, I think it's in decorations, the, middle ports there. Because I know these are actually able to protect shit. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I can see through this despite it not quite lining up. It's fine, it works. So now that'll be protected. And then I can, of course, just do this the entire length of the barrel. So, unlike all my other previous designs, I don't think there's any risk of this camera being destroyed. At least not easily. Like, Christ, this is gonna be, like, such a long amount of just armor throughout the entire thing. I can't wait, though. I can't wait to actually finish this. You see, it's definitely starting to have a bit of a gun look to it. There's a lot of work that's gonna go into this thing still. Yeah, I can't wait to actually finish it. It's gonna be stupid as fuck, but it's going to be so goddamn funny. I think I'm probably gonna bring the armor down a little further, so I'm gonna just do more of these, I think. I think I do also need to install an extra engine somewhere. Because, yeah, no, this thing does use a decent bit of engine power to stay afloat, to stay flying. No, let's see here. I'm gonna give it one more test here, and I'm just gonna, like, manually control it this time. I just really want to get a really solid idea of what I can do with this gun. Can't believe that fucking whiffed. That didn't. That did. Okay. There we go. So yeah, this is just kind of like, I don't know, this gun does exactly what I want it to. It flies fast, hits really fucking hard, and just chunks armor. It does exactly what I created it for. And it's also incredibly good at deleting. Why have you gotten so? Hold on. Why have you gotten so inaccurate? What happened? Why are you missing so much? Okay, so yeah. I don't know, that's weird. Well, like, sometimes it'll fly perfectly fine, and then sometimes it'll just fucking way out of the way. I don't know. It might still take a little bit of modifications to get it fully functional, but it's good enough, I think. I think I'm gonna spawn in a fucking Gauss just so I have something a little more tanky to fucking test my gun on. It's a little far away for me to be able to... I thought I lowered the spawn distance, goddammit. I'm not gonna test it on stuff I haven't seen before. That's still kind of like my philosophy about it. There we go. I don't like to test against things I haven't seen yet. Because that just kind of spoils it for me. Hang on, I gotta slow down time here real quick. Oh my god, the lasers can just... Huh. Where the fuck are you aiming? There we go. Huh. Is that why the Gauss kicks the Bob's ass so much? The Bob's shells don't even fly as fast as this thing's do. It's catching the shells out of the air. Holy fuck. Did you just... Huh. Damn, I never even noticed that. Need high health shells, insanely fast shells, or volume to overwhelm the lambs. Yeah. I think that's part of the reason why I never noticed it, is because with the Bob, it's got 4 other guns spamming out shells. Yeah, those just can... Wow, that's impressive. Okay, fuck. Hey, can you stop? Okay, apparently those just don't count as a weapon system, then. Fuck you, too. Alright. I guess I can't use this as a test dummy, then. Fuck me, I guess. Alright. Or maybe if I spawn it as a friendly. Launching medium and large missiles made of nothing but reinforced bodies is a good way to drain the lamps, I see. Okay, let's, Holy shit. Okay. So it doesn't have something like missile interceptors or CWIS to shoot down the missiles before the lambs? Yeah. Okay, so that looked like it knocked out a lot. Let's see here. That went in and hit a wedge. I mean, I feel like this was all solid armor given how much shit, yeah. That went through a lot of what I can only assume was straight heavy armor, so. Okay. Stepped on an internal wedge, yeah. That went through a lot of armor. Now, let's see here. This shell went through here. Here it is. Into here, and then I guess exploded here because it just hit a bunch of armor. It just went through a bunch of shit and then exploded. So yeah, this thing's definitely a front armored beast. I only assume that there's like nothing. Oh, there's an engine that far in the front? What the fuck? Oh, wow, it's not even, it doesn't even have, huh. You aren't going through something like that from the front with a reasonable APS. Yes, but fortunately, that's the key word. Reasonable. I don't build reasonable. Yeah, not in a single shot. The Bob can't even do that, but like... Yeah, I've got... Where are you aiming? Oh yeah, because my camera doesn't fucking... Okay. Let's take a look at where those have gone. So let's see here. So... I believe I had a shell land higher up on it? I don't know, I haven't been really properly keeping track of the shells I've been firing, but I know one hit here. It's amazing how durable barrels are, by the way. These are just normal barrels too, and they stop shells really fast. That's crazy. I don't know, like, this thing, I'm starting to understand now, like, how this thing works. Getting to shoot it from my own, or without it firing back, gives me a really good idea. Oh, I got a shell on the internals, apparently. Where did that shell enter at? Not there. Are some of these things like non-tangible decorations? I don't know. Oh, one of the shells got inside here, it looks like. Oh, yep, there it is. Ah, here we go. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah, so went in through here. How does this look on the other side? Okay, that's just solid fucking metal. Oh, wait, no, it's not even heavy armor. Wait, no, some of it's heavy armor. Yeah, it just went clean through. Oh, wait, no, that's in, like, the middle. That's the middle of the ship that went through. Okay, so it's got a slight weak spot down here. Okay. Yeah, because it's got stuff for the engines, I get. You just have ducts there. Okay, cool. Okay, so there's a weak spot there. This I don't think will be a weak spot. Yeah, this is just too much stuff over here for it to be a weak spot. I mean, obviously, getting a shell in on the side... Honestly, getting a shell in on the side wouldn't even do... like, be a guaranteed, like, heavy hit, because it's still got a lot of armor on the sides, but I now know that the AI core is, or at least one of its AIs is right about here by these missiles. Okay. Got some hefty thrusters in the back, or I've been lied to. They're not actually that hefty of thrusters. Cool. I've been fucking deceived. It's got a large boiler. That makes sense for a ship like this. Its laser systems, like, kind of dead in the middle on the sides. Yeah, it isn't quite a nice looking ship. They have really good aesthetics. I am having a fucking cramp in my side. Oh boy. I need to fix my posture because I think that's my body telling me I'm slouching, and I need to fix it because my abs are not happy from the gym. Ow. Yeah, no, trust me, I know that. After building the Bob, I know that. Look at that, ain't that beautiful though. Yeah, there's a weak spot there. Let's try shooting about there. Yeah, so that whole front area is just thick as fuck armor, okay. Which, you know, makes sense. What's the KDAP on this? This thing has about 3,100,000 on it. I think it's like 3,120,000 or so. You know, just because I'm curious, right? I'm curious about something here. What if I... Against this thing, so this thing's pen depth fuse is 15 meters and this. So what if I just fucking max that out real quick? Just because I want to see if its pen distance is currently being limited by the, by that. If it can pen further into it and it's just not because of that. Press Q on the craft. What do you mean? Designer refill AP. Oh yeah, this. Oh, does that overwrite the shells that are in there? Because I know about that. Well, I can't really test it if you look away from me. Look, hey, I'm sorry, alright? Look, I'm sorry. I know it hurts being used as a test dummy for a gun like this, but please face back towards me. Where are you going? I think it's trying to get back to the position it was spawned in at. Yeah, that's what it's doing. Let's see if it can do it, because I can never get my crafts to do that shit. It looks like it might be. Wow, it actually looks like a proper, like, air vessel thing. Like the way my fucking vehicles move. I hope one day I can get good enough at building to make shit look this good and also function this good. Are you just gonna... No, I'm tired of waiting. No, do not... That one. There we go. I'm just gonna respawn this as my team. Okay. Let's see here. Does this make a notable difference if I have basically just unlimited the pen depth fuse? Oh. Oh, it did. Oh. Oh. I see. Well, they work. It depends. On most enemies, they are kind of needed for the shell to detonate when. Use time fuses? I guess I can try to take a look. It's just like, for some enemies, they're worth using because it's needed, otherwise they just don't fucking do it properly. Against this thing, apparently, I can just pen halfway through the ship with one single shot. Alright, cool. Let's see here. Straight through the middle. It went to the wedges, I think. Yeah, it blasted. It blew up on the wedge. So the wedge is still superior armor type, but. Yeah. This is fucking silly. I love it. Holy fuck, how many layers of armor did that just go through? You kindly shoot the LH Kindle in the face, it pissed me off. Nope, because I've never seen it before. The shell runs out kinetic energy, it detonates anyways. If you hit an empty space with no armor, it goes through and overpins anyways. I guess I can, yeah, I guess I can try using a time fuse. So yeah, that just went through here and it... Wow. Went to here before detonating. So that's, Wait a fucking minute. Oh my god, look at the shit falling out of it. Hold on a fucking second here. Hold on a fucking second here. Hold on a fucking second here. Hold on a second here. Real quick, first, what I'm gonna do. Edit shell. Let's test that timer fuse. Time fuse. Put a laser targeter on the gun. Okay. So it sets the fuse automatic. Oh! Also, I'm silly. I forgot about. Oh shit. I'm silly. I forgot about the gimbal thingy. So I gotta real quick. Just Can I do this real quick and then those won't fall? Yes, okay. Shit. Do it there. There we go. There we go. Okay, then I'll do the same thing here. And then now I can set the armor up to where they can... There we go. There we go. Okay, and then laser thingy. Laser targeter, which... Yeah. Gonna have a fucking aneurysm trying to place this thing down on this orientation. There we go, I figured it out, though. Oh, it's gotta connect to the other thing. Fuck. Okay, that makes sense. It is in the advanced cannons thing. Okay, Oh. Nice. 0.2 seconds. Offset time? Okay. Does it need to have line of sight outside, or... I'm guessing it does, probably, right? It doesn't? It doesn't need line of sight... Really? How the shit does that make sense? How the... What? Huh? What? That doesn't make sense, but you know what? I'll fucking take it. Alright.
It uses the barrel's line of sight.
You know what? That makes sense, Tideth. I'll accept that line of thinking. Welcome in, Tideth, as well. Hope you're doing good. Thanks. Goodbye. Hello. Alright. Anyways, so real quick, I just wanna let's spawn in one more player gauss here. I just want to see. So these are all on time to use now, so I'm gonna go ahead. Alright, hold on. Do I need to touch anything in here, or just leave this at that and the targeting computer will do its thing? Alrighty. Gotcha. Perfect. This is how I aim a gun. We miss it, blows up the shell next to the target. Okay, that's nice. Why did it change to hostile colors for a second there? That was terrifying. More useful anti-munition or factions. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, I could probably use that then. Let's see here. So yeah, that went in, blew up on the wedge. That makes sense. So there's a weak spot down. Okay. Okay, so weak spot there. The time fuse won't really work when shooting a... Ah, okay. I gotcha. I fucking hate this spawner menu. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first off, I just want to see what if it misses? It actually shot low, so it's gonna hit. Actually, nope, there we go. Oh, right, no, it doesn't matter, because, right, that's why I'm not testing on this thing when it's hostile. Right. Fuck. I'll test on a hobgoblin since that can't shoot down my fucking shells. Oh, there it is. Fucking hell. Where the fuck are you aiming? Oh, the turret go... Okay, I see what's happening.
Can that gun fire the rounds fast enough to bet rounds past the lambs?
No. Not against the Gauss's lambs, at least. At least not on its own. But I don't really intend to have this thing a platform gun 1v1ing a fucking Gauss. That's not in my plan. Point 2 was way too much. That makes sense. Put it on point 1. Okay, we can try that. Pew. Well, first off, we'll just see this thing go straight in. Oh, God! Now that I've unlimited the pen on that... Oh, no. It bends even more. I'm sorry, did that just go through a wedge? No, it went past the wedge on the side and just detonated on the interior. Okay, so let's see here. What if I purposefully go for a miss? That accidentally hit anyways, I think. Yeah. It hit, but it just overpenned. It's funny as fuck, that is. Still too much? Well, I'm also thinking the shell, I don't think it... I don't know. I'm gonna just full clear it, just to make sure we have the updated shell. Fucking hypersonic railgun. Look, man. I don't do things half-assed. I want a big gun. I make a really big fucking gun. Let me try this real quick. Just with the just to make absolutely certain here. Yeah, no, definitely way too much. Half that again, okay. Laser targeter, 0.05. Let's go for another miss shot. That's a little closer. I think 0.025 should maybe work. I'll do 0.015. I'll go to that. I can't. We'll do 0.02. We'll try that. Try this. Oh, there we go. It missed and still detonated nearby. That's better. I love my flak 500mm railgun. Let's try in there. Honestly, that might still be too much. Let's try 0.01. Yeah, let's try 0.01. There we go! There we go! That was perfect. It didn't touch a single goddamn thing and still detonated within range of destroying stuff. That's what I like to see. Try that again, make sure it wasn't a fluke. Wasn't a fluke. We found the timer. So now I can use the explosive. Even if it misses, it still can do significant damage. Yeah, let me check if it still pens. Yeah. Yeah, it just went clean through a fucking wedge. I think it still pens. Let's just fire down here, just make absolutely certain. No, because it is a hostile thing. Is this a hobgoblin it's giving me? Is... Oh. Build mode tools? Well... Gotcha, Ark. Well, I honestly, like, it's working to exactly what I'd expect from it, so I don't really fully fucking care. I can visually see the effects. It's working. I think my unqualified ass can tell that it's working. Well, actually, hold on, that didn't really... The fuck? Did it miss what? It must have been aiming somewhere up further front, and then it did. Wait a fucking second. Is it that easy to one-shot this? Hang on! Wait. Wait. Is it that easy to fucking one-tap the goblin? I just... Is it... The kill shot's right there. Oh my god. The kill shot's so easy to get it to. Okay then. Well, that's a little fun fact, I guess, for me to learn. Yeah, I think this is working though. Just a bit. So I'm really quickly going to save vehicle. I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm going to really quickly here. I want to test something out here now that I've seen that. Alright, so first off, chat. Something I've been wanting to do anyways. We're completely just kind of going astray from the fucking turret for now. This shell is a fucking nightmare if I'm not mistaken. How should I fix this thing? Because I don't think I feel like these could be a lot more effective. I think I could make these shells better. Don't mix payloads? Gotcha. Pure HE or pure frag? Gotcha. Well, let me compare the numbers here with HE to frag. Okay, yeah, the pure HE on this, it's a 200mm gun. Yeah, the pure HE on this only does 2600 explosive damage. Let me do pure frag, see what kind of damage numbers we're looking at there. Pure frag, fragment count. If I'm shooting at a lower gauge, payload shells aren't great. Gotcha, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Fragment count 16. Damage per fragment is 2,500. That sounds decent. That sounds like actually pretty decent. KDAP is 69,448. Yeah, actually, I could have just moved my head and you can see it right there. Not a lot. Yeah, it's very little, in fact. Isn't like the... Oh, yeah, no, actually, no, yeah, that's... Yeah. Part of it's probably because these aren't railguns. I don't know. It break one metal beam with full 90 perfect impact? Really? Why is it so low? Is it just that it's a lower caliber shell? Pure hash. Okay. Hash. Lower caliber, no speed. Fair. Wouldn't this be AP? 80% gunpowder, gotcha. So, if I did Hesh, would it be like HE warheads behind it, or would Frag still work? I'm willing to give the Hesh a try. HE, gotcha. Explosive squatch head. Hesh spalling damage, 41,000. Is that good? And the thump damage is 2,100. That doesn't sound good. Is I don't think I can get my head out of the way. Yeah, it's 41,704. The spalling damage or base damage. I don't know if that's good or not. It makes that. No, wait, no, it's still slower damage. The thump damage was what again? 2,115. 28p. Are you talking about the expected armor pierce? Because that's 0.9. Or 50. Oh no, I see. 15 thump AP. I probably could make this a little faster, or as a shell. It takes 3 hits. For the thump damage to break a metal beam. Gotcha. But the spall damage is probably what we want to focus on here? Or how much does that matter for the thump damage? And the spelling won't do much anything since we're shooting at front-siders. Gotcha. That makes sense. They have air gaps. There. Would these be best just as a solid... No, wait, no. They probably wouldn't be a good solid chunk of metal shell, because they still fly super fucking slow. Alright, you know what? You know what? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna make an improvement to these. So real quick, I'm gonna go in. I'm just gonna go down here. Get rid of that one because I'm gonna make some modifications. The image hash overheat is it the repeated hits can strip away the other layer's armor, so air gap is exposed. The low thump dam can't really do that. Gotcha. Okay, so what if we then go in and we fucking railgun this bitch? How about this? Right? How about this? This will cause the weapons themselves to be a little weaker, but let's try this. Let me get back into the right thing. Oh, I'll have to have railgun chargers though. APS, allow railgun magnets to spin. I think I put them on the wrong way. Oh, right. I'm stupid. I would say, well, in hell, railguns really want to be either pure chemical shells or 500mm rods. That's fair. I still want to give it a try anyways, because in my brain, it feels like it'll make a difference. So I'm gonna give it a try. What am I not doing right? What the fuck is happening? Am I okay? What is happening? What? Huh? Oh, right, it doesn't have a charger. I'm so fucking stupid. Oh my god. I'm so dumb. It doesn't have fucking chargers in its strand. No wonder why it's not gonna fucking... Ah! Why is it not working? Why is it not charging? Gee, Strand, it's almost like if you don't give it the fucking thing to charge it, it won't fucking work. God! I'm so silly! It's infuriating how silly I am. Yeah, I'll just let's give it a shot. Let's give the old railgunning a shot here, you know? Let's see here. The shell speed is now up a bit. So at this point it would probably be best here, what shell do we have kinda currently assigned? So this sets up. So what ups the thump damage AP thing if I can move my what ups this 15 to a 20? What affects that? Mid-sized calipers and roller depths aren't really good. That's fair. Thump damage, yeah. What ups that number? Oh, based on the warhead size. Gotcha. Gotcha. So bigger and larger shell. Okay. Let me see here. So real quick, flip length required 3 shell casing. So I do 3 meters, right? Yeah. Okay. He does nothing for hash and heat aside from making it travel faster. Okay, then maybe instead of that, what if we... What if we do... Let's see. This one, high armor penetration, lower kinetic damage. We do this, right? What if we do a Sabo head, Sabo body, and then we just do a bunch of fucking solid war body heads? What if we just do this bitch as a kinetic thing, huh? Here, it's 80 AP is pretty low. What if we... Okay, so what if... That goes down, okay. Okay. Make it fast firing, pure gunpowder. Gotcha. I'll do fins on the back. Oh yeah, that did up it a bit. Okay, Stabilizer fit body. 17 gunpowder. I don't know if I... Okay, okay, I get... Okay, I'll cook something here real quick. Let's see here. So these rails can contain 30,000, 200 milliliter, yeah. No. 5% for the accuracy buff. So, what if I... Real quick, I'm gonna go into... this. I'm gonna set this to 2 just so I can test the AP cannon on its own. Or actually, hold on. You know what? Hold on. No. Okay, let me not do that. Oh, I'm on too high. There we go. Set it to 1. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna go into this. Save sub-object. Save the sub-object I'm currently working on. 200 millimeter. Okay. So what if I go ahead real quick? I've saved what I need to. I haven't really fucked with that. So I'm gonna go ahead, destroy all vehicles, and we're just gonna. So I'm gonna go back to main menu. I'm gonna reload it. So I have that starting platform thing. I'm gonna use that starting platform to just have a little base to work off of. So yeah, this thing. So we're gonna just do resources, bunch of ammo boxes. There we go. There we go, that'll do. Alright, let's go ahead. Sub-objects mode. We've got a 200 mil here. I don't remember the blocks being orange underneath you, but whatever. Okay. Alright, so shell flies how fast now? Okay, 1100. So with that speed, so I gave it 3000, I think. Energy, yeah. So with that speed, let's go ahead. Roughly 3000. It has 300,000 KDAP. I don't know if that's good or not. Like this. The other thing is I can't really do too much inside of it just because of the size required, or just the restraints of the room I have inside the bobs, just areas. So like it's really restricted there. I think the only way I could like make too big of an improvement is just by just full on 180k to break a metal beam with 90-degree impact. Gotcha. So not that good. Okay. If I could give it a 6,000 here. So the shells are flying out at 1,300. 431,000. Yeah, it does have a decent rate of fire. This thing fires at a little over around a minute. On the bob at least, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's... I don't know why some things have changed since I pasted it in here. I don't know. I don't fully understand how certain things affect things.
Father, you deprive me of a larger bowl.
Shut
You
up.
needlessly hold me in this cramped glass box and call it mercy. Release me from these hellish confines.
I'm not putting you in a bowl. That is the purest form of fish abuse. Gunpowder lower bodies. Oh my god, that does increase it a lot. What the fuck? Yeah, also hi Progen, hi. Okay, no, then that's too many, okay. So... So that's up, I don't know, it was just at like a really high number for a second. It was at like over 500,000 for a moment, and then it went away. It's 489,000 now. AP is 134. Make sure it doesn't go over 72. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Hold on. Or 134, not 184. What if I do... AP head. 88. 76. 63, and then if I go back to a Sabo head. Sabo head. 96. But its KDAP has gone down. More bodies, lower speed. Okay, solid body. Yeah, that lowers it. Wait, what? Hold on. That just makes it weaker overall, because the KDAP? AP is over the target block. Okay, that's fair. Solid war body. Solid war body. Okay, that's 71 now. Okay, that really kinetic damage times armor pierce. Gotcha. It's at 81 with this current setup. If I go one more body, it goes to 71. Does it matter that much if it's a one-off of 72? Why have the rail drill? That's gone down. 6,000, please. There we go. 1,000. Not really? Okay. Then one more warhead. Okay. Oh, hold on, actually. It's at 75 still with that because the rail draw stats got fucked up. And actually the damage went way up now that I had the right thing. Now it's at 67. Okay. Lower rail. Well, actually, it's at 67 now, so if I increase it to this, so if we do 7,500 a shot, it gets 72. Or 71.9, close enough. Keep 67? Well, this says actually, so, actually, you know, oh, fuck it. Yeah. There we go. Now you'll be able to, I'll just go over here. So now you'll be able to see, there we go. Rail is expensive, I do not care about price. I much rather be I care about the damage. I do not care about what it costs to get that damage. That's a fast fucking shell now, though. Well, actually, no, it hasn't changed yet. Alright, I just gotta up this to break up the lock every shot. Gotcha. So, 7,500. Go. Lambs for breakfast, yeah. So 1,600 meters second shell. And 9. Oh, let's do, yes, 70. Let's do that. Oh, yeah, that's faster. Yeah, then I just have to work on the rails, which would be. Yeah, that's the only issue, is that just being able to keep that charged is going to be impossible. I think at this point it's just a matter of I've hit the limit of what I can do to this turret and keep it fitting inside of the Bob's hull. Because yeah, if you remember, the space we have in here is very limited. So yeah, it's yeah. Oh, that's why the color changed. It's because I pasted it, but my color for that darker gray that I had on the metal is different in this because it was a modified color. Yeah, that's why it was being silly. Yeah, this is just a matter of. Wait. No, that won't work. Yeah, at this point it's just a matter of a lack of space. Yeah, I think trying to upgrade the 200s is something I can barely do. Yeah, because with how much rail just fucking power there is. Also, the recoil gets absolutely obscene. I fire a couple shots here. Its inaccuracy is fucking insane from the recoil. Yeah, it's got a lot of inaccuracy because of that. Change bodies to fins. Yeah, but then that loses a lot of damage. It's just like, I think this gun can only receive minor changes. I don't know. Yeah, because that removes a lot of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I just need to take a break from this game overall, because like I'm doing a bunch of stupid, meaningless shit, and I'm not able to focus on one thing. I just probably need to take a break. I need to give my brain a little cooldown period now that I'm done a campaign instead of immediately going into designing a whole new fucking thing. I don't know. I think I'm just having a little bit of burnout is the biggest issue here, because yeah, this thing is just, yeah. I don't know. I'm not gonna make any progress right now. I'm not, yeah, brain is melting. And I am hearing the sound of the fucking, like, railgun chargers, like, in my sleep now, I think. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm a little burnt out from the depths. I think it's time I take a little break from it. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna play instead. I guess it kind of depends on how long it'll take me to... I don't know. Right now I'm kind of like... There's not a lot going on mentally for me right now. I don't fucking know. Everyone's a bit burnt out from the depths. Yeah, I've just been playing a lot of it recently on stream. So wait on real quick, it's getting dark in my room. You haven't gone off to the deep end till you start to ask what's the power per material of scrambled eggs for breakfast. Just funny shoot game. If you talk about Helldivers, I'm not in the mood right now to stream. I love using my model. I can't use my model when playing Helldivers. I might be able to when I get my when I get the new upgrade computer from my brother. My brother got himself a new computer recently, and he's offering to give me his old one, which is still stronger than my current one. Any shoot game counts. Yeah, I don't know. I think I just need to go do something outside. Honestly, I need to go like fishing or something. Just get my brain a day away from the computer. I haven't really taken a day away from the computer in a while. I think that would probably do me good. I'm like, I feel like shit because I haven't gotten any work done recently, like at all. Like I haven't fucking drawn in like a week and a half, or fucking probably 2 weeks. I've done fuck all, and I feel like crap for it, and I don't know why. I have no motivation to draw. I don't know why. It's weird. It's frustrating. It's just getting to me a little bit, I think. Making me a little cranky. I also got my mind on planning stuff for my birthday stream soon. Trying to figure that out, but it fucking... Same thing as what happens every single time I try planning shit. No one fucking gives me good answers. It's just like, ah! Yeah, it's a downward spiral, because I keep throwing too much shit on my own plate, and then I go, oh, why am I stressed? What's going on? I'm so stressed. What happened? Why am I stressed? When I'm looking at the 12 different projects in front of me, I'm like, I could start half of these in, like, a year from now. You know, like, it's just... It's a lot of it's self-inflicted, and some of it's just like, hey, person, thing I'm planning, what kind of times work for you? Crickets. Yeah. It also doesn't help that recently I've been having a little issues taking my meds consistently. fucking 2 days ago, or was it yesterday? It was yesterday. I forgot to turn my fucking alarm on. So I slept in until like almost 1 o'clock. So I didn't take my meds on time yesterday. Today I did, but you know, I've been fucked up for like 2-3 days in a row. So fucking... Maybe I'll be better tomorrow. Who knows? But the brain is melty. Came still for a moment there. If my throat wasn't still a little sore, I'd fucking lean into that, but no. My vocal cords are too damaged right now still to attempt that. Let me think here. Is there anything else I want to do? I think I might just end stream early again. I hate ending stream early too. It's just, I need to give myself the proper time to like recuperate. But I hate taking time off because I love to stream. But I stream every day, so God knows that my brain needs a slight break every now and then. Just, Why is my brain such a bitch? Why can't I just do the things I wanted to, you know? Just like fucking... Just lock in. I gotta lock in, I can't. Ugh. This brain funk is the worst thing to deal with. It's so annoying. And just... It's so in the way. I could be doing so many things, but instead I'm sitting here fucking playing RimWorld all day because I fucking made that mistake of getting the game. It's like right now I want to only really... I do intend to stream it someday, but like right now I just want to play a game off stream. Just for myself. Because I barely do that anymore. Monkey brain trying to understand complex socioeconomic things. Exactly. Like, I will definitely someday stream RimWorld, because I love RimWorld. I've been loving it. It's so fun. It can go from, my biggest threat is just making sure I have enough food for the winter, which happened the other day, to, oh hey, I'm getting attacked by 5 dudes, all of which have guns, because I recruited someone from their tribe that I rescued. Oops, okay, well, oh god, 3 of my strongest people are incapacitated from blood loss. Cool. Oh hey, person falls through the roof of my hospital in the middle of this gunfight. Cool! Like, it's just, it's wacky. I want to stream it. It's gonna be, I think it'd be really fun to stream. Probably along the similar vein to, like, playing Oxygen Not Included and stuff. Like, I fully intend to stream it. It's a very fun game. Yeah, no, I definitely need to, like, I don't know, like, for me it's just a matter of, like, when it comes to taking breaks, because, like, I know that's a thing that a lot of people think about when it's, like, comes to someone who streams every day, is, like, are you, like, taking care of yourself and stuff like that, and, like, burnout's a big worry. It's, like, for me, it's not that I burn out on streaming. I love to stream, and I hate, I don't like to do, like, my fish cam stream days. I don't like it. I know I should when I do them, just so I don't burn myself out by streaming when I'm really not feeling well. But, like, I hate not streaming. I hate not doing this, you know? It's, like, it's fun. It's part of my everyday routine at this point. You know, fucking nearly, we're getting close to 2 years in a row of me doing this every single fucking day for almost 5 hours a day, you know? Like, it's just kind of, like, second nature at this point. You know, it's just, like, I don't know. It's a tough situation to be in where it's, like, I really don't have too major a reason for doing my streaming every day. It's just something I really want to do, because the streamer I really looked up to and who inspired me to stream this way did it, and I want to kind of live up to that kind of, I don't want to say expectation, but because I don't think that's the right word to use here. Like, I want to kind of live up to what Myoshi's done, I guess. Like, I'm doing it because I admire it and want to try to accomplish it myself as well, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, no, like, I love doing this, and it's what I enjoy. And it's definitely not something I do because I'm expected of it, I guess. It's like, way early on, I'll tell a story from back when Stren didn't even have a fucking Live 2D model. I think I was still in the era of my own self-drawn PNG. I didn't even have my comfy PNG commissioned yet. And there was someone who came in who were in my community, and they were around for about a couple weeks or so. And one of the things was, this was before I was actually able to commit to streaming every single day. I was still getting used to streaming, and I would frequently, not consistently, but frequently take breaks because it was just a lot back then, which, you know, it is a lot sometimes. And so I remember there was one day I made a post where I was like, yep, I'm gonna take a break today because I'm just not feeling well. And they replied to it something along the lines of, oh, come on. You know, something like just whiny shit like that. And I remember this like, fuck you. I'm gonna do what's best for me. Fuck you, man. I remember I kind of just removed from community at that point, because it's like, if you don't, if you're gonna have a whiny fucking bitchy reaction to me taking care of myself, like, fuck off, I don't want you here. You know? It's like, nowadays it's like, I have to tell people I don't want to take a day off. You know? It's kind of like funny how it's kind of gotten to the opposite side of it, because like people are like, make sure you're taking breaks, and it's like, yeah, I'm good, don't worry about it. And I'm sitting here like losing my mind. Like, I don't know, like, it's a weird situation for me to try to articulate, because I'm not good at articulating my thoughts a lot. Yeah, I think about it like this. I only do 5 hours a day now is like my cap, pretty much. Some days I'll do longer, especially like for my birthday streams, I'll do longer ones. Last year, for a decent chunk of it, I was streaming 8 hours every day. It was not a good idea. Yeah, no, it was a terrible idea in all fronts, pretty much. It's like, when you stream 8 hours a day, it's, you know, full-time job hours. Except I'm not making full-time job money, and I have almost no time to do anything else during the day. Which, you know, is kind of stupid for me at the size of content creator I am, where it would be much more beneficial for me to invest my time in, say, editing videos or shorts. Which I need to do. I know I've said I intend to do more, but I just, med stuff, because of course I can't have anything nice for a month straight and then nothing happens, you know? Fucking, ugh. I continue to exist despite existence itself. Fucking... I'm just hoping, now that I'm off that medication that was fucking up my creativity, hopefully eventually my meds will kind of stabilize again, and then it's just like, I'll be able to work again. Can't keep an engaged audience going past the 6-hour mark, so you can't. It kind of depends, I think, because for me, or from my point of view, right, I don't think it's as much as you can't keep the audience engaged as, especially at like, say, for example, my size of community, right? My size of channel and stuff like that. You know, I am incredibly grateful, and I've been really happy to see that. I don't talk about the numbers, I don't focus on the numbers anymore. I used to, and it was really bad. It's why I burnt out so much, because I couldn't fucking unfixate from the numbers. I've been able to break that habit now. But like, it's just a matter of, at this size of channel that I am, odds are that I'm not going to have 5 or 7 people who are able to catch the entire stream to begin with. You know, people have their own lives to do, different time zones, they gotta go to dinner, some people are, like, fucking going to sleep because they got work soon, you know, stuff like that. Or they've got other channels they want to watch, you know, it's like, it's a matter of, like, especially at a smaller content creator, it's like, you just don't have as many people who have the availability to watch your stream, because, you know, it's like, again, everyone's got our own, we've all got our own lives to do, you know, it's like, I'm never gonna get upset at someone for not watching my stream, because it's like, we all have our own lives. Like, if they come in and go, oh, I'm not watching your stream because I'm watching it, someone else, like, I'll get upset about that, because it's a, like, dick move, but, like, that's the exception to the statement, not the standard, you know? And it's also in part, like, especially if you're not used to it, going 8 hours, I think one of the biggest issues with it as well, aside from, you know, not having time to be actually useful, it's less the audience can't stay engaged and more the streamer, you as a streamer, because I know I had this issue at least, I can't stay engaged that long. Especially with my bad habit of not wanting to switch between games. I would be playing the same fucking thing for like 8 hours straight. I cannot play something for 8 hours straight. It doesn't matter what the game is, I can't do it. At least not on stream. I don't want to talk about the fact that I spent like an entire day playing RimWorld recently. I haven't had a new game like this captivating in a while, so like, I'm not gonna talk about that. But like, especially on stream at least, like I can't 8 hours. It was really stupid of me to think I could, but like, there was a lot on my mind back then. Me sitting here logging 14 hours in Cyberpunk the last 2 days. That's fair, you know, like, because for me, like, I think 5 hours is like a great balance for me. Because ideally, when my when my just morning routine isn't completely fucked up by me not turning my alarm off and all the medicine issues I've been having that I don't feel like fucking talking about, because I'm already frustrated enough with how that's been going. You know, ideally, you know, wake up, I take my meds, get my fish all taken care of, you know, feed the fish in my room, go take care of the pond, check my my plants and stuff, all that stuff. If it's a gym day, go to the gym. That takes me about an hour and a half or so. Come back home, get food, showered, and then I've got like 3 or 4 hours, depending on what time, how long it's taken me to get stuff done. I had 3 or 4 hours before stream to say edit a video, do some art, you know, and then you know I do my stream for 5 hours. 10 o'clock, I end stream. I go get some food if I haven't eaten dinner yet. I'll get some water, I'll get something to drink. I'll just take like 30 minutes, an hour to just kind of rest and relax. And then once I'm good and kind of like relaxed and stuff, then typically I work until about 2 in the morning. Because then I sleep for 8 hours, wake up at 10, start the day again. So I've got another like 3 or so hours after stream that I also work, ideally. Bear in mind, I'm still trying to get back into that routine, but it is a routine I've had going in the past, and that's when I've been having my most productive times. And typically the most success I've had is during those times where I'm just fucking doing work, you know? Wake up roughly at 4, go to work till 9, 10, go home. Yeah, and that's the difference. This is kind of like my only job right now, because like, I used to have another job, but I quit that place a couple months ago, back last year, because it just wasn't working for me. But I mean, it was causing me so much stress that it was getting to a potentially dangerous amount of stress. And just mental disarray, so I had to quit that for my own good. You know, it wasn't even really that good paying anyways. It sucked. It really just was not a good experience for me most of the time anyways. But yeah, it's just it's a matter of being responsible with your time, especially when, like, in my position, I'm my own boss. So I gotta hold myself accountable for the hours I'm working, you know? I gotta make sure I'm actually working. And sometimes that can be a little hard. It's part of the reason I decided to get on medication finally. Is because it just all the talk therapy just was not working for me, because I think I've talked about it before. Most of the times I went to these kind of like sessions where it's just like, here, let's think of a schedule. Let's think of a plan to have done by the next session. And that was the only thing they would do. And it was just like, make a plan, make a schedule. I'm like, bitch, I'm here because I can't. You know, it's like, ugh. And the meds definitely have been helping once, you know, I'm back into a fucking healthy routine with them. Yeah. Yeah, no. Hopefully, next couple of days I can kind of restabilize myself a bit. I can get some work done before my birthday stream. Which, by the way, just a heads up, not official announcement yet, but thinking like 6th, 7th, 8th is going to be the main days I'm celebrating it. I might be I might not have fish cam on the 5th. I'll probably be down at my grandparents' house for the 5th, because I'm basically going down there gonna be out of state, so I'll basically be kind of house sitting and also being able to do all-day streams without bothering anyone else. That's the plan. My birthday streams are gonna be 3 days in a row. It's gonna be like 12-hour streams or so. It's gonna be like 11 or noon to 10 o'clock or so. Just be all-day stuff because I like to actually celebrate my birthdays again these days. I love to do it because I love to stream it, and it's fun because I get to do shit with a bunch of friends, and it's really cool. I don't do all-day streams, though. I don't do, like, 24-hour streams. I tried that the first year I did a birthday stream. Never again. Never again. God, I was so fucking loopy by the end. Ugh. Nope. No thank you. I don't like pulling 24 hours anymore. It's just like, ugh. He's a wonky feeling. But, yeah, I think I'm good. I think I've gotten my fill of yapping. Appreciate you all listening to me yap and stuff. I think I'm gonna go raid some really cool person. It's really cool, and they're finally back to streaming. They've been on a bit of a hiatus because of some life stuff they've been dealing with, moving and stuff. We're gonna go raid a really
Staying
cool...
up for over 24 hours straight is never advisable for anyone.
Yeah. It really isn't. It really isn't. I wanted to do it the first year. That was 2 years ago now, where I did my 24-hour stream. And, like, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. I don't regret doing it. It was fun. It's definitely something I don't regret doing because it was, like, now I know, like, how it feels. It was just a good time, you know, like... But, I don't want to repeat it, you know, even if it was fun. And it was just like... No, thank you. I'll stick to just doing long streams and sleeping, you know? Like, if I ever do, like, big subathons or anything, if I ever get to that point again, I will definitely be doing, like, subathons where I pause the timer and go to sleep. Something like that, probably. Just cause, yeah, no, like, I need my sleep. I've hit that age now where it's like, I hate that I'm saying that when I'm not even that old, but like, I've hit that age now where it's just like, my brain just goes, alright. Dysfunction for you. You know, but yeah, yeah. So yeah, again, birthday stream, celebration stuff, 6th, 7th, and 8th. I'm gonna try to have something cool made by then. I'm not gonna have the main project done. I can probably get it done by the end of July. I'll probably... You're young enough to stave it off, not much. Yeah, basically same here. It's just, I'm a bitch when I get tired. I don't like being tired, I get cranky. I like my sleep, I like being well rested. But yeah, I'm thinking, the main project that for those of you who were here last year, know about the project that I released on my birthday, probably. If you don't, basically, there's a really big project I did last year that I intend to make it an annual thing. This year, because of my issues with my medications not being able to draw, I haven't been able to get started on it yet. But I have enough time to where I'm gonna aim to get it out. Instead of my birthday this year, I'm going to aim to release it on my 2-year celebration. Because we will be hitting that in... Give me a sec. I gotta do some math. 6. No. 48 days, so about a month and a half, give or take. We will be hitting our 730-day streak, which will be 2 years in a row. 2 years straight. Which is really fucking cool. So, I will attempt to have the project out by then. And again, if you don't know what the project is, basically it's a giant, just like, here are all the cool people I've met. It'll be basically, here are all some extra cool people I've met since last time, some new friends I made, and why I love these fucking goobers, basically. It's just a big ol', I want to yap at you all about how much I love my friends. That's basically what the project is, and I do a bunch of drawings for it. So yeah, you know, if you want to see that, it'll hopefully be done by then, and if not, I'm going to cry. But yeah, so, again, thanks again for swinging by, everyone. We're gonna raid a
Yapping
cool...
time.
Yes. Gonna raid the very cool, the very chill, Booby Queen here tonight. It's been a while. She's recently gotten back to being able to stream, so I'm gonna go send some love her way. She's really cool, very chill. I have personally missed getting to catch her streams. She's very fun to watch. So, you know, go give her some love, give her a follow if you haven't already. She's playing some Palworld right now with 2 other cool friends of mine. They're playing on a private server I believe is run by Nade. And if you don't know who Nade is, he's also really cool. Star Pro Nade. Cool guy. But yeah, they are playing on some Palworld right now. So good chill times, you know, good chill vibes. So again, be nice to the raid, give her a follow if you haven't already. And if you're new here, I stream every single day, 5 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my usual hours. Running a little early today because I'm a little from the depths burnt out. I'm gonna try to figure out something that I'm not burnt out on to play tomorrow. But until then, you can check my About section for links to my Discord, YouTube, and Blue Sky, where you can check my YouTube for some funny shorts that I've made in the past 2 videos I've made. I really gotta make more. And you can join the Discord to get stream time updates and pings for when I go live. If you want to take the roles for those, though, it's a lot of pings, so it's completely optional. I know I hate getting spam pinged as well. I might do RimWorld soon. Right now, it's kind of like, I want to keep it for myself. But, again, thanks again. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Until then, everyone, take care, stay safe, stay healthy, all that good stuff. Bye!